left-wing kings. Listen, think, act, repeat. The discussion around January 6th was an eye-opening moment of the vice presidential debate. J.D. Vance stated, on January 6th, Mr. Trump told the protesters to protest peacefully. And on January 20th, guess what happened? Joe Biden became the president. Donald Trump left the White House. He peacefully gave over power on January the 20th.
Peacefully.
That's what J.D. Vance said. Ace, what does Vance's response tell you about his memory and his support of democracy?
It just tells me that he's drinking, the Trump Kool-Aid like everybody, and he's bending reality to his own truth. You know what I'm saying? Like peacefully. Nobody in U.S. history transcended the peaceful transformation like Trump, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He riled up the crowd, sent them down there to attack on January the 6th. It's not like he just picked a day out of a random day to have a protest. He knew January the 6th was the date they were going to confirm the presidency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He knew for months. They've been planning it for months to do that. You know what I'm saying? So for J.D. Vance to get up there and act like, oh, man, but what happened on January the 20th? He left gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of bullshit you want us to believe, dog?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so democracy, I just got it's a cult. It's a part of the Republican Party that just really isn't for democracy, man. It's just not part of it. He's just showing that that's the side that he's riding on.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's just go over some of the facts that happened. And again, this is something that you can Google. Go back to your TV stations. It was on every media outlet, right? Whether it was Fox News, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, and we can go on and on and on. We all know what we saw with our own eyes.
Exactly.
So we have to go and just acknowledge the fact that a large group of protesters, right, or supporters of if then at the time Trump was the president, they went and stormed the Capitol. What happened at that, and just like you said, they were trying to certify the results so that the significance of the date is significant. January 6th was where they were going to certify the election results that we all participated in. Mm-hmm. So he had a lot of false claims, right, of election fraud, which we know we had multiple, as far as court cases, that found it to be untrue. And his, again, supporters, himself and his allies were still pushing that narrative. And we're still fighting that today, obviously. Offices were vandalized. We're all talking about vandalism, right? We're talking about looting. We're talking about breaking and entering, right? Unlawfully. They clashed with the Capitol police officers. And I do want to take the time out because, I'm ashamed that I did not look at the name of the officer who laid his life down for trying to stop what was happening as far as the riot. And his name was, let me find him.
Sicknick.
Yes, Sicknick was his name. And so he died that day. So we need to acknowledge that people died. Lawmakers were evacuated. They were hiding under tables and locking themselves away because, again, they felt their lives were threatened at the time from these rioters, right? So we had evacuation. They led to 5 deaths, again, including that Capitol Police officer. He was an officer of the law, Brian Sicknick, and more than 100 officers were injured. Those are facts of the case as far as what happened. So I think J.D. Vance did forget a lot of the facts that came along with what happened and the tragedies. Like, we lost lives, and everybody talks about support the blue, but were we supporting the blue on that day? Were we supporting us on that day?
Right.
Were we supporting democracy? Those are the questions that J.D. Vance failed to answer that night.
Man, they threw a right-wing Woodstock before that. Like I'm saying, they had a whole festival. The most craziest people from the right wings, Giuliani, Alex Jones. I mean, you name them, they were there on the right there protesting, having all these things, getting these people riled up for like 2-3 days, just going in.
Yeah, Steve Bannon on his show and all of that.
And then this idiot gets up and basically says, we're going to march down there on January 6th. Oh, by the way, they're actually confirming votes down there while they're down there. We're going to go over there and we're going to take the government back. Exact words that he said. So for J.D. Vance to look at that and well, it's insulting.
Right.
Because you're talking to me and telling me something that I see that I ain't seen. Oh, man, he transferred it peacefully. Bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that would have went the way it would have went, we be dealing with King Trump right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically, it's just crazy that that they're still gaslighting their base with that, and they're believing that, because it's just a gaslight. Like, nothing that he says. That's why I truly believe even if he loses the election, it's going to be something after that. He's definitely going to deny that the election was rigged, but he's going to try to have something similar to what happened.
Right,
because
part
nothing
two.
happened to him this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right. Part two. Do know that he was impeached for the second time by the House of Representatives due to January 6th. So there was actually proceedings. Yes, we are aware that Senate did not confirm that, but as far as he was impeached twice.
let's say Mitch McConnell didn't confirm that.
Yes, true.
History's going to write down Mitch McConnell as the culprit of everything that happened, starting with making sure that Obama didn't get his Supreme Court pick all the way up to January 6th. He's just been diabolical in the back, so that's the evil villain. Yeah. Mitch McConnell, let's say his name, not the damn Republican Party.
True.
I just think that for him to say, things that are his opinion, that's fine. But when you say Trump told the protesters to peacefully go down there, that's a straight up lie.
Yeah.
All right. And that's insulting, like you said. And to be on a debate stage, and I guess nowadays it's okay to lie during a debate, because we know from the past with Trump that a lot of lies have been said during debates. But it's really sad that we desecrate something as serious as January 6th by belittling the people that were involved, all the things that you said, Walanda, all the things that happened, all of the actions of those protesters who went there and did multiple things. They've been convicted of multiple crimes. For someone to stand up there and say, I want to be your vice president, and then say, it's no big deal. We gave it up. We gave him the power after we did all the shit. If he would have went up there and said, you know what? After we went up there and fucked shit up, we left. That would have been the truth.
Yeah, that'd have been
and
the truth.
that's what he should have said. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, it's really sad. And another thing that's really sad is what happened with the 2020 election results discussion.
Okay.